Woohoo! I think we're good. Uh, hey Alexa, turn on Showtime.
Okay.
Cool, much better. I like that color better. All right, Instagram, we are live. Facebook, good evening to you. Let's get this squared away. And YouTube, there you are. Cool. Looks like everyone's here. Hello, Callie. Kimberly's checking in. Good evening to you. Man, what a fun day. Vicky checking in from Michigan. Good evening. Colette out of Long Island. Good evening to you. Jan is here. Hello. Good to see you as well. Marcia says on Twitter it's not showing up yet. It's here. Kim's on the show tonight. Very nice. Jennifer from Austin from ATX, which is Alpha Ta Chi, which is if you were here last night, that makes sense. If you weren't here last night, then it doesn't make sense. um, Jamie checking in from Somerset. I know where Somerset is. I used to live up in South Berwick, up in Maine. So I know right where that is. Very cool. Jamie, good evening to you. Lee from Arkansas, good evening to you. Corey checking in. MJ60 here live on Instagram as well. All kinds of fun. Chris is here. Good evening to you, sir. Dina and Thomas, good evening to you on Facebook. D. Drummond, hello, over on Instagram. Shelly and Adam are checking in from YouTube. Good evening to you. And so we have all kinds of stuff. So Facebook is live. Facebook working just fine. Facebook's working. YouTube is working. And then, of course, Instagram's working. My personal preference is Facebook, only because the interface makes it easiest for me to read your comments. But obviously it's working. I can see you here on Instagram and see the folks on YouTube as well. So Emma checking in from Houston. Good evening to you. Lindsay is here. Hello. Peg says hello. Dina and I have our hotel for the Indian. Yeah, I saw that email come through or that text. We were chatting just before the show about that. So we missed the opportunity to throw a group raid at it. But anyway, let's go ahead and sign up. Can't wait to see you. Very fun. It's going to be cool. Becky is here. Woo! Seattle, hot, says Judy. Heather from Ontario. Let's see. Susan is here from California. Good evening. Good chatting with you. Just before the show, Susan and I were chatting back and forth on Facebook as well. So, Susan, thank you for that. Always fun. Marcia, finally figured out your technology on your end. The other 100 people made it just fine. I'm not sure why you had difficulty. Hopefully you're laughing alongside with me because it's purely in good fun. Diane is here. Good evening to you. Wendy checking in from Missouri. Travis as well, hopefully. Cheers from North Carolina, says Vino. Chris is here. I got you earlier, sir. Tustin, California. Melody, good evening to you. Donna Reed checking in from Kentucky. Ellen from Lyndhurst. Boiler up. I like it. Becky, she was saying hello to Becky. Daisy from New Jersey. Lori's here. Let's see. Tallahassee, very fun. Anna's here from Tallahassee. Brianna, hello. Good evening to you. Noblesville down 55 pounds today. Carolyn, good evening. Woo! 55 pounds. That's cool stuff, isn't it? I like that. I always like seeing those cool numbers of people who are just celebrating their success and getting it done. Janice checking in from Bloomington, home of Adam. Bev is here. Good evening to you. Kelly says, hey, Mike. Hello, Kelly. San Jose, California. Nicole is here. Let's see. Checking in from Paoli. Peg, I got you earlier. Melanie says, hello, everyone. Gloria checking in from California. Harper's here. Cheryl's here from Virginia. Lindsay said, just wanted to pop in and say hi. Prepping for camping this weekend. That'll be fun. I'm glad you're prepping. Good work. Patricia, another one checking in from Bloomington. Very fun. Chris posted a picture in the Wise Wingman group of him wearing a Roger Clemens t-shirt. Very nice. It was actually very cool. If you haven't seen it, go to facebook.com, join the Wise Wingman Facebook group, and you can see a picture, an amazing transformation picture of Chris. It's just absolutely incredible. Wright Pat checking in. Good evening to Wright Patterson Air Force Base. Let's see, Tara, is it Tara? Says, catching my second live show. Today was a start over day for me. Congratulations. Welcome to the new you. Let's see. Maggie says, hello from Indianapolis. Finally got it to work. Yay! Maggie's here. Maggie's another one of those awesome people that joins all of you awesome people. So very fun. Yeah, Marsha finally made it over on Facebook. Yay. Good for you. Minnesota, Patty's checking in. Georgia, Jennifer's here. Howdy from Texas, says Joyce. Anna is here. Anna's saying hi to Marsha. I got you earlier. Sorry. Let's see. It's always, like I said, when you guys say hi to each other, I read it and then go, oh, you're not saying hi to me. You're saying hi to each other. Makes perfect sense. Melody says, hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great week. Cindy's checking in from Lomira. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Lomira, Wisconsin. Hopefully that's right. Coletta from Rockford. Karen is here from Long Island. Marsha's growling at me. I don't know. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Melissa's checking in. Cindy from Idaho. Man, you guys are all kinds of fun people. I know it's early, but go Pats. I agree. Go Pats. Woohoo! It's going to be a great season. We'll see how it goes. I kind of don't watch TV anymore, so I haven't watched a football game in forever. Carrie, good evening to you. Yeah, you guys heard in last night's episode, Lindsay got rid of her cable television. We got rid of ours almost 6 years ago now. We've been without a television, and it happened purely by accident. Someday I'll share that story with you, but complete accident. We accidentally cut the cable off, and it took us so long to notice that we just said, forget it. Let's not hook it back up. And so, boy, does that really save some time in my day. Crum, CRU Mom, I don't know how you pronounce that, over on Instagram from Canada, another international viewer. Thank you for being here. So we're international on 2 platforms. If anyone is watching on YouTube from Canada, we need to know that. So we can say we're international on 3 platforms. I don't know if that gets me anything, like if I can be in like some sort of elite club or Guinness Book of World Records or something, but it'd be kind of fun. Southwest Pennsylvania, Judy's here. Let's see. Olori says the dish of Moose Tracks ice cream was delicious and you were out of points. Judy says 3 times 1 week. How lucky are we? So Mondag is what made all this happen, right? So my schedule has shifted. I've moved a 1 day a week. I'm taking Mondags off. And on this particular Monday, in my planner, it said produce 3 episodes. The intent was to do one Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, I have this for tomorrow. Woohoo! So we will not do a show tomorrow. I'll be busy doing something else. So I said, well, let's do a show on Thursday because I already had it written. If I didn't write this show on Monday, then we wouldn't have had one tonight. So therefore, we have a show tonight. I love Mondag as well. It's the best day of the week. I like it. Syracuse, Kathy's checking in. Ellen is here. Let's see who else we have. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. So if I missed you, I apologize, but I want to get caught up. Go Broncos. Apparently, see, the Patriots are playing now. I guess I didn't even know they were playing. That's where I'm at. This is going to sound kind of crazy, but it's like I get too much stuff going on to follow a bunch of people who don't know who I am in that sense, right? None of those NFL players care about what we're doing right here. So I'm going to devote my time and energy to taking care of us and me and you. And so sitting on the couch for 2 hours watching a football game, no longer something on my agenda or any TV for that matter, really. I read an article in a book the other day that said something along the lines of, or maybe it was on Twitter, but in essence what it was is if something is that important in your life, someone will tell you about it. You don't need to sit and watch TV to wait for it to happen. You don't need to, if it's that important, someone you run into daily will say, hey, have you heard about this? And you can say, no, I haven't. And they'll fill you in. And so that's kind of where I get my news. If someone tells me about it, I get it. If they don't tell me about it, I don't, I don't have time for television. I know it's weird. I get it, but just TV and I aren't friends anymore. Bev says she doesn't have cable either. Yep. I don't even turn the television on. We have Netflix and Hulu and whatnot, but I don't even know where the remote is. So Helen checking in from Oklahoma over on YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, Chris says internet only satellite radio. So it's a common thing now, but we've been doing it like for 6 years. Mama Sanchez, hey, checking in on Instagram. Very fun. Let's see. Jennifer says haven't had cable in 10 years. Oh, so you beat me for sure. Man, we're only like at 6 or 7, I think. I'll have to look. 2013 was when we did it. So what's that? 5? So I lied. It was 5 years, I guess. Yeah, Harper says international on 3 platforms gets you a Bravo sticker. Not anymore. It doesn't. International on 3 platforms does no longer. There is no such thing as that. Let's see. Dan, checking from Winnipeg. The smoke from the forest fires is so thick, I think you can cut it with a knife. Yeah, that's crazy, scary stuff. All right, let's scroll down. I'm going to skip a few of you. Scrolling through. All right, skipping way ahead. Very cool. All right, cool. Episode 211. That's where we're at. If Jan, I don't know. We just stopped doing Bravo stickers. I don't know. I got an email said we're no longer doing Bravo stickers. We want you to recognize the goodness in yourself. I don't know. I can see both sides of it. I don't have an opinion. Just telling you, I don't have Bravo stickers. Stacy here. Hello. Good evening from Minnesota. Lisa is here. The sky is glowing in OC, California. It's eerie. I saw some videos on that. It is eerie. Jessica checking in on YouTube is here saying hello. All right, episode 211. Let's get this done. If you were here last night, then what you found? Yeah, Jennifer said I may have to bring some stickers. Jennifer, you have a ton of awesome, amazing stickers. Jennifer is awesome. I'm just going to share that with you. Jennifer is awesome, and she is spearheading an amazing letter writing campaign at her company. Dell is just absolutely amazing. Dell Cares is kind of their hashtag. And so she spearheads the group of a veterans group at her organization that they send in Operation Fat Dad cards by the truckload. The last truck that came in when it dropped it off, I mean, it came by truck, it really did. And it dropped off all these letters, and it was just absolutely amazing. And they all have beautiful stickers. So very cool. Jennifer, thanks for doing that. Hopefully we have some good news for September. We'll see what that looks like. But anyway, cool. Here we are. So episode 211. If you caught the show last night, or if you didn't, last night was a little unique. After the episode, I don't know why, I just got on this little tangent of a rant, and I just let it out. And so it was, Dan says, it was very emotional, and it carried over for an hour after the show, which is exactly what happened last night. So we just went on and on and on and on. The video is available in YouTube. The video is still available on Facebook. I also put it in the app. So if you go into my app, the WhysAdvice app, then what happens is you can watch the video in the app as well. It'll be up there forever. I would love to put all of the videos in the app. It just doesn't work that way. So every once in a while when there's a good one, I'll throw it out there. I thought that was very good last night. But you guys got me on this soapbox. And so, it was just the way it was. So Jill says, I joined around the same time that you did, and it's been incredible watching your transformation. It's even more incredible living your own transformation. So do it. We're here for you. We're here to support however it is. So yeah, you guys are all saying last night's show was the bomb. Got to go back and watch. 210, very heartfelt. Yep, all that good stuff. I don't know if you saw it, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to recognize it, but there was a point when I'll have to go back and watch it, but I remember saying something and I almost lost it. I teared up a little bit as well, Ellen. No physical tears, but I could tell, I'm like, okay, if I keep saying what I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to continue talking. So I quickly changed the mid-sentence so that I didn't cry in front of all of you guys, which would have been, terrible. Hopefully there's no tears tonight. That's not the intent on this end. But anyway, the point of all that is the episode is in the app. It also is on Facebook and YouTube. You have to watch the after show. I will mention it during the podcast because I want everyone to understand why I put the video out as well. So yeah, the after show was real. Yeah, at least I'm totally cool with it. I mean, it doesn't bother me a bit if there's a legitimate reason to do that. So crying rocks. So yeah, Dan, I had a great dinner tonight. As a matter of fact, I did my I did my Weight Watcher meeting tonight, and then after the meeting, there was a fundraiser. One of the members announced that there was a fundraiser at the local Chick-fil-A. Shocking. And so I went from the meeting to the fundraiser at Chick-fil-A, and then while I was eating, her and I had a good, I don't know, we probably sat there for 30, 40 minutes, and we sat there for 30, 40 minutes just chatting. And so it was during that period of time, Dan, it's again comforting in a sense where I'm like, man, this is what I really, really enjoy doing. Jill was asking me on Instagram before we get started. She said, how do you get over sharing your successes without feeling like you're bragging or being arrogant? I'm trying to share to help others, but not very comfortable with it. So that's kind of a fine balance, right? So first of all, I'm very proud of what I did. It takes somewhat difficulty to admit that. And what I mean by that is you're right, is people are expecting you to shrug it off as like, yeah, it's no big deal. No, damn it, this was hard work. And so I learned a lot about myself, and I'm very proud of what I did. And if anyone doesn't understand the level of pride that we all have when we make goal, then I can't control how they react to that. So I share specifically so that you understand that this is possible. My goal in all this isn't fame. My goal isn't success. My goal is at this point is to maintain what I've accomplished, continue to live healthy and happy, and then convince you and anyone who wants to do it that it's possible. And the only way I can convince you it's possible is to tell you how awesome it feels. And so if that comes across as bragging, then buckle in and turn notifications off, because there's going to be a lot of bragging. And I know you're asking in a nice way, but I'm totally cool with that. You have to be proud of what you've done. You absolutely. I put a post on Facebook. It was an epic fail. I didn't exactly intend what I tried to do, but my intent with the post, I ended up deleting it because it didn't work out. My intent was the post, and I said, who is the most inspirational person in our group? And what I wanted you to say is only give an answer of yourself. I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to be your own inspiration. I want you to be the one who you think is the best. I get it sounds kind of weird. I get it sounds kind of braggy, but I mean, if you don't think you're awesome, then why should I think you're awesome? Right? And by the way, I do think you're awesome. I think all of you are awesome, but I saw it on Twitter a while ago. Someone said, if you're not willing to retweet your own tweet, then why should I even care about what you said? So you've got to be proud of what you're doing enough so that you get other people's attention so they can change as well. So Melody says, I've been dealing with jealousy and envy. It's so sad. Should I go back to 394 pounds so I don't threaten people? Nope. Yeah. And Lisa said, there's a difference between being proud and arrogant. I think to those who don't know, pride looks like arrogance. So, it is one of those things that, I'm comfortable and confident in knowing what I've done and what my intentions are. So I had this great conversation at dinner too. I had, and I forget who posted it. So if I'm calling you out, I apologize. This is not a disrespectful call out. But I have people, across all these platforms, ends up being, a little over 150,000 followers, which I think is incredible. In that group of 150,000 followers, there are some people who really have connected, who really follow every single thing I post. There are people who follow some of what I post. There are people who've never checked in again since they started following. Outside of that, there are people who could care less about what I'm doing over here, and I'm cool with that too. But the point of all that is, in that group of 150,000 people, there are people who truly have read every single post I've ever put in front of them, and they're following along. In that group of people, I had someone the other day say, "Congratulations, Mike, on your upcoming retirement from the Navy." This is someone who follows me. This is someone who said, "I enjoy everything you post." This is someone who said, I really, really, really like you. And they said, "Congratulations on your retirement from the Navy." Obviously, I'm retiring from the Air Force. So what that told me is this is a person who loves me. This is a person who supports me. This is a person who is engaged in our community, and a detail like that just happened to get missed. So if that person who spends this much time, in understanding the journey misses that detail, someone who's not following along closely misses a lot more details than that. So again, I know what I'm comfortable with. I know where I'm confident. My confidence is at, and I know that to build this community the way we're building it is we have to all be proud. Yeah, see, and Ellen says that it was the Army. No, so it's Air Force. So, and it's all cool. It's fine. It's just the point is. The point is we can't know everything about each other. It's just not ever going to work that way. So yeah, you get what you can. We stay general and we move on. Yeah, so Wendy says, "I'm proud of what I've accomplished, but I'm humble. I love when people tell me you've inspired them and they have started their own journey." Yep, same thing. So I don't share because I want you to say, "Hey, look at me." I share because I want you to say, "Look at you." I share because I want you to understand that it's possible. That's the only reason really that I continue to share. And so I just know that I didn't believe this was possible when I started. I didn't have any idea that I was capable of doing it. And the only reason I learned it is because I watched someone else sharing their journey. If those people hadn't shared their journey, I would never have succeeded in mine. So I'm willing to. Call me whatever you want. Not you guys, because you guys are here, but they can call me whatever they want. The reality is we're changing our lives because people are willing to share their journey and share their story. So, man, Dan, we're already on a soapbox. We haven't even started the show. All right, let's do episode 211. I caught the comment last night about pulling up the chalks. Yeah, exactly. I forget. I remember saying it, but I forget in what context I said it. What did I say? I either say pulling up the chalks or popping smoke. That's the term I usually use. But usually, it's pulling up chalks is an Air Force term. Popping smoke is an Army term generally. But anyway, yeah. So we get your water ready. I'm going to do a sound check. Let's get that done. Let's get 211 in the books here. So grab your water. I'll test this out. Robin, come on. You know better. Hang on. Mic check, testing, 1, 2. All right, cool. Looks like we're good. Let's see. Thomas, are you still here? Hopefully Thomas is here. Dina, is Thomas still here or is he gone? I think he's here. All right. Episode going to the tour, meetups, and then leaving. Okay. Cool. All right, let's do this. Cheers. I put a sticker on this one too. How you like that? There's the one on Instagram. Cheers. Hey, why not water bottle talk? It's a free world. Let's go. Cheers. Pop this thing. Dina, Thomas is, show's canceled. If Thomas is not watching, we're done. I'm just telling you. Cheers. Whew. Nice and cold today too. Yeah, so it's a little sticker. I don't exactly love it on this water bottle, but it's kind of cool. I don't know, Ellen. Yeah, exactly. Folks, we are not doing this show until Thomas gets up and stands with us and watches the show. Melanie, you've never watched before? We ring a bell when you're new. Woo-hoo! Heather, I could just picture water running down your face. So these are them. I bought a bunch of these the other day, or a while ago. And I put it on the water bottle. I don't exactly like it on the water bottle. It's too big for the water bottle, but I put them on my laptop and whatnot. And of course, I have the other stickers for. So here's the deal. I found a sticker company that prints stickers, and I kind of went crazy. I don't know. It just was weird. Let's see. I have magnets too. We're on a tangent. We haven't even started, and we're on tangents. So I ordered some stickers and magnets because I just wanted to see what they look like. So I ordered those as little magnets. Aren't those cute? Yep, those are magnets. Then I ordered like a couple of these, like that. How's that, huh? Isn't that cool? I ordered a couple of those. And then, by the way, and when I ordered all these, my wife looked at me like I had 6 heads. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. And no, Kim, I just ordered them because I liked them. I don't know. I didn't, And then I had this one. You guys can't see it yet on Instagram. You'll get there. So I'm going to have to figure something out because I didn't order enough to sell them or anything. I just ordered them because I liked them. This is all I have for these. I have 10. Like 10 of those. And then I have like 10 of those. And so anyway, let's do 211. We already did the water. Cheers, everything. How do I get a sticker? Yeah, so I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out because, honestly, it goes back to the humble thing. I had no idea you would want them. I barely wanted them, but maybe I'll put them on the same site that the international tour shirt is on. So that's where they'll be. I'll probably, if I figure it out, I'll put them there later in the week. I am your host, Fat Dag. You're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at fatdag.com and follow along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Wise Advice. Send in your comments, your questions, your celebrations. I'll include them as part of the show. But before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. That's right. Hey, if you did not listen to episode 210 yesterday, hit stop right now. Well, wait, listen to this and then hit stop after. But you need to go back and listen to episode 210. And not just episode 210, it's in the app. Go to your app store if you don't already have it. Go to your Apple store, search for Wise Advice with Fat Dag. Download the app. Listen to the bonus episode of 210. After the show, I go on a rant that really just tells you why we do this. And I just want you to hear that. I get a lot of great positive reviews from that episode. So I want to just highlight that if you didn't see it, you can watch the video inside the app. It's the bonus video of episode 210. But here we are. Welcome to episode 211. Always good to be here. Thanks for hanging out with us live here on Facebook, live on Instagram, and of course live on YouTube as well. Always fun when we release the show, when I let you guys know that we're going to do the show. Many of you join in on the show, so it's kind of fun. I'm reading your email and I'm talking to you live, and you get to watch it recording. Every once in a while, I can see your comments come back and forth. It's a whole bunch of fun. The community just continues to grow. Join us on Facebook. Go to wisewingman.com. You can join the Facebook group. It's a closed group. A lot of great folks in there. A lot of amazing inspiration. All we're trying to do is just continue to get this done. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being a wingman. Thanks for walking this journey with me as well. The first email comes out of Pennsylvania from Kim, and it says, hey, Mike. Hey, I've listened to every one of your podcast episodes, and I've just recently started back at episode 1 to listen through them again. I find them very helpful and inspiring. This morning, I was listening to episode 46, Set Yourself Up for Future Success. I'm curious, how does episode 46 fit in with your current stage in this journey? I see your current weight posted on Facebook at 203.69 pounds. Has your goal weight changed? Is it complacency? Added muscle? Are you still in your healthy BMI range? Do you still fit in your medium t-shirt and your expensive 31-inch jeans? Are you struggling like some of the rest of us? Hey, I'm not judging by any means. I'm just curious. I started back to Weight Watchers on January 20th, 2017 at my highest weight ever at 192 pounds. I vowed to never reach 200 pounds. This was my 4th or 5th time on Weight Watchers. I had actually reached goal in Lifetime several years ago. Then I gained it all back, plus some. As of today, I'm down 46 pounds in my healthy BMI range and back at Lifetime. I'm not at goal yet, though, because like you always say, we will know when we're done losing weight. This time is different. I can feel it. I'm in this journey for life this time, and you played a huge part in it. Thank you for your service to our country and to all of the Weight Watcher community. I wish you good focus, Kim. Kim, very cool. Congratulations on getting back to goal or Lifetime. 46 pounds, great work. Way to get back into a healthy BMI range, exactly where you wanted to be. Continue to focus on your part of the journey that brings you the success that you're looking for. Super duper proud of you. 4th or 5th time, doesn't matter. What matters is that you kind of got it figured out. You're down 46 pounds. Celebrate that fact and really just kind of take a moment to take it in. It's like, hey, you did this. Yeah, congratulations. You are back at Lifetime. You've always been Lifetime, kind of a little bit of a pet peeve. When you hit Lifetime, you are always Lifetime, regardless of your weight and your program. Lifetime is Lifetime. There's Lifetime at goal, Lifetime not at goal based on the program requirements. So I want to share that with you and just say again, congratulations for that amazing accomplishment. Now, certainly I'll address the opening part of your email, right? And so, yeah, I'm wearing a medium shirt right now, 31-inch jeans. I've got them on right now. My belt is cut to a 32-inch size belt, and I'm wearing that at the moment right now too. So yes, in that realm, that is so true. I have some very nice 31-inch jeans that, probably don't button exactly perfect. They're maybe a little snug. And I'm trying to figure out this stage of my journey as well. So episode 46 talks about setting yourself up for future success. And, there are things that I said a year and a half ago that I've had to, that applied to the journey at the time that I said them. And so since then, I've hit strength training goals every single week for an entire year. I've been at the gym working on my strength training. Since then, my exercise has been pretty routine. Since then, I've learned a few things about myself that I didn't quite know when I recorded episode 46. And so is the 203, and I think it was actually 207 this morning. I weigh myself every single morning. That's part of my accountability piece, or most mornings, I should say. And I do that for my own benefit. I share that with the community. I share that to prove to you that it truly is only just data. And so there are times when, I am more concerned about that number going public for your benefit than it is for my benefit. I'm completely comfortable with the number exactly where it is. But I do know that based on some of the comments that I get when I hop on the scale, some of you aren't comfortable with seeing the number fluctuate the way that it does. I can assure you that I'm completely comfortable with it. I assure you that, sure, there is an opportunity for it to continue to go down. There is that possibility. I hit goal at 178 pounds. Sure, at 207 this morning, it's a different number. With a strength training regimen that I've been doing for the entire year, I'm positive much of that is muscle. I'm also positive much of that is pizza. And so what I've done in my life is I've figured out a way to live a healthy, happy, balanced life. And so when I hit my goal, I was at the point in my journey where the only thing that mattered in my life was losing weight. That was the only thing I was focused on. I was ignoring other things in my life so that I could strictly lose weight, lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. That was the focus. I gave all of my energy to doing that. At that moment when I recorded episode 46, that's where my head was. As I had, and more than anything, I wanted to get to that point in the journey. And I'm very proud of everything that I've done to have done that. I learned so much of that in my life, and there's so much about me during that stage where I figured out a couple things. I really learned how to re-eat. So if you look in my pantry right now, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, you would have found tons of junk food. You would have found at least 4 or 5 bags of potato chips. You would have found so much crud in this house, which now doesn't exist in this house. If you were to look back, and so a weekly staple, I put it on Connect this morning, was, Buffalo Wild Wings was at least once or twice a week. And a couple times, once or twice a day. And so that's completely gone. I was 12 sodas a day. That's completely gone. I'm now, I'm running consistently. At any moment, I can go out and run a 5K today and be completely content with that. So to me, I'm still mentally very, very happy, regardless of what the scale says. And so that's where I continue to put my focus. That's where I continue to say, no, I'm not stuck in complacency. No, my goal weight hasn't changed in that sense. And so to hit the goal weight, sure, it's got to be down to 178. I'm not going there. I'm really just working on me. And so what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to live a very happy, healthy life. The healthy life for me means that I enjoy time with my family. That means when I go to an event, I'm not, I do a couple of events and fundraisers, and my title sponsor is Budweiser. My second sponsor is Fuzzy's Vodka. I'm going to an event in 2 days where it's a Budweiser versus Jim Beam kickball tournament. I'll put pictures online. You can watch that. But you get to the point where I am enjoying a social aspect of life, balancing that off with a food choice in life, balancing that off with managing my family priorities, and balancing that off with my fitness. That entire balance keeps me incredibly focused, incredibly happy. And so there are days when my food plan is perfect and maybe something else isn't. There are days when the other piece is and maybe the food plan isn't. Now, one of the things you'll know if you've followed me is that I don't use the term struggle. And in your question, are you struggling like some of the rest of us? No, I'm not. Absolutely not. There is no part of my journey that I define as a struggle. The reason I don't define it as a struggle is because I understand by the way that I live my life and the way that I learned this program, I learned a lot about the journey. And so I'm confident that if I wanted to put a 1,000% focus back into that realm, I could be back to that sense where the only thing that mattered was the actual scale. More to my life matters than that. I'm very content with everything that I am. It's not complacency. I'm very much finding where I'm happy. I found the sweet spot. I found the point in my journey where I can go out socially, I can hang out with my family, I can enjoy dinner, I can work out, and all of that balances beautifully and gives me an amazing sense of release and relief that I finally can say I did this. So I've never been one to simply say I'm trying to satisfy a plan requirement. I'm very, very, very appreciative, very, very, very thankful of the way that I worked the plan back then, because that is the only way that I got to where I am today is because I put in the focus, discipline, and I learned what I needed to do to get there. So certainly thank you for asking the question. I think it's a cool question, and I think it did need to be explained because, like I said, I know when I hop on the scale, for those of you who are just now catching up to earlier episodes, it probably does go, ooh, I wonder what's going on. And again, it goes back to, it's impossible for you to tell, or for me to tell you every single thing about my journey. So the other thing that I noticed is, again, I've been in my strength training routine for almost 2 years now, actually probably a little more than that. I go, consistently. I haven't missed, I think I missed maybe 1 or 2 sessions, if that. But I'm not a gym head. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not a muscle guy where I want to spend 18 hours a day in the gym. It's just not part of who my makeup is. And so I work out regularly. I run consistently. But when I was losing the weight, that was the only thing I would do was running, 7, 8 miles a day just because I could. Now I've worked on some more attendance goals and trying some speed goals, but really it all comes back to me is finding the balance. And so yeah, so like I said, the shirt I'm wearing right now is a medium shirt. The pants I'm wearing 31-inch jeans. And I have a pair upstairs that if I put on, you'd laugh at me. So yeah, but I'm okay with that. And I know, I can tell by my muscle strength that again, some of that is probably simply that I'm not that. I lost a ton of muscle in my weight loss journey. I was so focused on eating lean or eating properly that I know I lost muscle mass along the way. And I'm now rebuilding that and getting it done. So anyway, thank you so much for the email. Hope that explains it. If not, certainly write in. Let me know if I missed a piece of it. Scanning around, I think I hit it all as well. So if not, like I said, let me know. Cool. Barbara writes in email number 2 and says, hey, Weight Watchers is brilliant. Asking us to determine our why has taken the program to a whole new level. About 2 years ago, I started to let myself go, just eating anything that I wanted and not exercising. No real reason. Then my mom found out she had breast cancer. She already had lupus and a pacemaker, so that threw me into a tailspin. Eating with all abandonment, like wondering what I was having for dinner at breakfast. No motivation to move. My weight kept going up while the list of clothes I could wear went down. I hated going to work and seeing people, social events, and they were rarely accepted. You know the drill. Even though I was embarrassed to go back to Weight Watchers, I knew my group and my wonderful leader, Tanya, would welcome me back. Of course, I wanted to lose a few pounds before I attended a meeting, kind of like cleaning the house before the housekeeper arrives. Nonetheless, I started back in October 2017, and I went on to lose over 25 pounds and feeling more like myself. Seems like I forgot what being in shape felt like. In March, I found out I was losing my job. It was a blessing in disguise because it allowed me to spend the month of March with my mom and family until she passed in April. While sitting in her hospice room, I was listening to you read a letter from someone who was visiting her mom in hospice. You told her that sometimes you have to put the program on hold. So that's what I did. When I returned home, I had an interview right away, and I recall thinking that while I was internally sad and taking interest in what my interviewer was saying, it was a relief that I had lost the weight and I could go to this interview feeling confident. So here is my why. Knowing I can wear anything in my closet and look great. Knowing I can have a spur of the moment interview and not feel self-conscious about myself. Not giving it a second thought that I have a company meeting to attend and I'm meeting new people. Knowing I can have spontaneous plans that won't stress me out about what to wear or how I will feel seeing old friends and meeting new ones because I like the way I look and what I feel my personality and confidence looks like. There is no food that can replace me feeling like my old self again. I'm happy to get up and live my day. The podcasts have helped me a great deal to stay focused and understanding that I have to manage each day what I eat and what I don't to stay in goal. Yes, being healthy is also part of my why. Isn't it strange that sometimes it isn't enough to motivate us? Well, P.S. I did get the job, and I know my mom is proud of me. Thanks for all you do, Fat Dag. Barbara in Atlanta, and said I had the pleasure of meeting you in December at your Plainfield location. Barbara, thank you so much for writing in. And first and foremost, my condolences go out to you and to your entire family on the passing of your mom. Sitting there in the hospice room, it's interesting as you were listening to the podcast that at that time I was reading a letter, for someone in that very similar scenario. So glad I was able to be there with you through some of that, at least through the podcast world. But I want to let you know now that truly my heart breaks for you, and so I sorry for your loss. And how cool is it that you've now recognized that your mom is proud of you for getting the job shortly thereafter, and all of this comes back to you being at your absolute best. that you understanding what's important in life, and being 25 pounds down just absolutely puts you back into the best shape of your life. That's what it's all about. And when you started your email by saying Weight Watchers is brilliant, asking us to determine our why, it really has taken the program to the next level. And so I'm so confident in that term that I tell everyone I see, you got to write down your why. We may have rambled about this last night on episode 210. But what you have to do, you have to understand more than anything why it is you're doing this. If you know why you're doing anything, then it becomes very easy to say no to things that don't align with that goal. And so it's absolutely brilliant for anyone to focus on why are you doing this, and then build a plan around that to get it done. Keep doing all the amazing things that you've done, having your why written out now, knowing that you can wear anything in your closet, look great, knowing that you can have a spur of the moment interview and not feel self-conscious, not giving it a second thought as to going to meeting new people. It's absolutely the best part of this journey when you get that confidence back and you say, yeah, I got this. And how cool is that when you get to that point? And being healthy certainly should be part of all of our whys. Being the best version of you is what we're all after. I think a lot of times, one of the things that becomes confusing to us is that, we all know when we start this journey, we know that we want to lose weight. That is a given. So no one needs to tell us that, hey, you should probably lose some weight. We got that. That piece we understand. That's why we started this program in the first place. But very, very rarely do you hear someone say you could actually improve your health. Everyone will tell you can improve the scale number. That's hey, your doctor, you can improve your scale number. You can drop some weight. You can drop some weight. But the reality is you actually can start to improve your health. And if you focus on that, it should be enough to motivate you. And so as we continue to shed the excess weight, what I have always said is what I want you to do is I want you to eat healthy. I want you to move more. I want you to be healthy, be happy. If you do all that, the body will end up shedding the excess weight that it doesn't have. And in that framework, it repairs itself and starts rebuilding you as a new, happy, healthier version of yourself. The reason a lot of times that doesn't continue to motivate us is your level of health isn't a go, no-go scenario. And so what I mean by that is you can't wake up, when you start to get out of shape, it's not yesterday I was in the best shape of my life and tomorrow I'm in the worst shape of my life. It almost doesn't happen overnight. It's such a gradual regression or progression, depending which way you're headed. But that happens so gradually that unless you take notes along the way, you may not notice a 1 or 2 or a 3 day change. It may take you months to notice a difference. And next thing you know, it's like from day to day to day, nothing has changed. Those small, tiny, tiny little changes add up. And then all of a sudden, months later, you're like, oh, I'll be darned. So that's why I always encourage you to have a pen nearby and write down as much as you can. Start checking them off. And when they turn into not being true, that's when it's time to do something about it. So look at your list that you wrote out is that I can wear anything in my closet, look great, knowing I can have spur of the moment interview and not feel self-conscious, not giving it a second thought, knowing that I can have spontaneous plans. When some of those things become not true, that's when you have to reevaluate and say, here's where I'm at. Do I want to continue to make this change? Do I want to continue to improve my life? What is my goal at the moment? So thanks for your email, Barbara. And we'll be in Atlanta. That's my plan, is to hit Atlanta in the 2019 international tour. I'm working the details right now on that. Way more to come. It'll probably be October, November, December timeframe before we get to that point where we've released final details. But there's a good chance Atlanta is on that list, looking for probably a February timeline. So keep an eye on fatdag.com. I'll certainly let that part out. Karen over on Facebook at the moment says, wow, I just got how important having a why is. Duh. Yeah, the why is why is the juice that gets you going. And so just real quick to shout out there, go back, episode 210, the after party on 210 details out how to find your why and use that as your motivator. Amanda writes in and says, "Hey, Mike, thanks for your encouragement. I have 3 kids under 3 years old, and I just don't get the chance to go to meetings during this season of life. I'm currently online only, but I feel like your podcast helped fill in the gaps. I've been trying to get the last 15 pounds that I gained during my pregnancy, and the scale isn't cooperating. It stands still for weeks at a time, and I just can't seem to get it moving. I track religiously. I exercise as much as I can, which isn't much. During stalls, I find myself aiming for the least possible daily points consumed to try to get faster results. Can this approach affect weight loss one way or the other? I am so frustrated and I don't know what to do. Thanks again from your wing woman, Amanda." Amanda, thanks for being a wingman. The term is gender neutral, but I appreciate the sentiment. I get exactly where you're coming from in that lane. Certainly no disrespect at all when we say wingman. It's just that is the term that I consider to be gender neutral in that sense. But 3 kids under the age of 3, boy, do you have your hands full. Congratulations on that. You are in a season of life that you now have to figure out a little bit of balance. And so that's exactly what you're doing. And so, as you say, you're trying to get the last 15 pounds off that you gained during your pregnancy. The scale isn't cooperating. The scale only is a reflection of the effort you're putting in, both on how well you're eating, how well you're moving, how well you're getting some exercise, where your stress level is at, where your sleep level is at, where the rest of your body is on a scale of healthiness. That's the reflection you're going to get back from the scale. Here's what I want you to do. I understand you're tracking religiously. I get it. You're exercising as much as you can. I get it. You admittedly say, which isn't much, and that's fine. You're at that season of life, exactly like you said, that chasing three-year-olds around is certainly probably qualifies and quantifies as a little bit of exercise. As you are working the plan, I want you to understand that. Think about this in just a second. You're following the Weight Watcher plan. You're doing it online only. And so certainly, this is 100% my opinion. So take this for what it's worth and with a grain of salt. But a company such as Weight Watchers, is very focused on wanting us to be the best version of ourselves. They want us to lose weight. Think about that, right? That's the whole reason. If nobody lost weight following the Weight Watchers plan, the company would go out of business. The company continues to stay in business because people are improving their lives and losing weight. Don't you think for a second, if they could find a way to speed this up for us, they would do that so they could bring in more money, more people, change more lives? Of course they would. So the plan that they have developed, the current plan that we're working, is the optimal way to improve your health and to improve your life. As you now continue to find a new way to tweak a plan that has worked, that they're confident at, by you're now consuming the smallest or least amount of points daily, I think you're robbing your body of some nutrients that it takes to continue to heal itself and be healthy. I'm certainly not a fitness expert. I'm certainly not a dietitian. I'm just a guy who understands my journey, and I want to help you figure out yours. I want you to look at your daily intake and your daily points, and I want you to consume what the program is offered to you. I want you to dig into your weeklies if you dig into your weeklies. I want you to use your exercise points if you feel like you need them. What I want you to do is I want you to use the scale as your guide. If you like the results you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. If you don't like the results you're getting, that's time to make a modification. In your case, you're not going to be able to eat less. If you're already hitting the minimum, that's already a danger zone. I don't want you to eat less because you don't like the results. I actually want you to eat more because you don't like the results. If you don't like the results you're getting on the scale, you have to make a change and go after it. So I want you to now think about this in a matter of eliminate the stress, eliminate this you're trying too hard to get something. And what I want you to do is I want you to dig in and eat healthy, eat more protein, dig into healthier foods, hit your daily point target. Aim for the blue dots. We've talked about that more than once on this show. Aim for those blue dots. Do that for 3 to 4 weeks. Let me know how it's going. You lose the last 15 pounds the same way you lost the first 15 pounds is you have to just follow the plan. Don't overthink it. Don't try and overwork it. You have to just simply do it. I'm pretty sure most of us in the first couple of weeks, as we're adjusting to a completely new lifestyle, hitting that daily number for a lot of us wasn't difficult because we had so many food options that we used to continue to like, and so we had to stop ourselves from going over that daily number. And so if you were doing that early on and you were hitting your daily number consistently, I want you to go back and to continue doing that as well. That's where I think you're going to have success. Certainly, the app has some options in there. You can use the online chat in the app to certainly ask someone else and get a second opinion, because that's all this is strictly my opinion. So thank you for writing in. Congratulations on all you got going on with three kids under three, and you're still focused on putting you a priority. That's a huge victory. I think you need to take a moment and understand that part of it. This I love the term you use. I just recently came across this online as well. Season of life. Your season of life, generally speaking, derails so many of us because three kids under three in the household, it would become very easy to put you very last in that pecking order. By you writing in, by you thinking about this, by you continuing to do this, proves to me that you are not last in the pecking order, that you have put you have put yourself first in this, and you're taking care of the entire family, with you being an equal priority in the life. And I think that is absolutely fantastic. And that's what I want to celebrate in your email. So give up the frustration and just do this. You got this. So, Amanda, thank you so much for writing in. Next up, Ray writes in and says, "Hey, Fat Dag, I have followed your show since November of 2017. I just wanted to write in and share my story. I've been a Weight Watcher on and off since 2011, when I made it to within 15 pounds of my goal, and then I quit. I think that my reasoning at time was that I had the tools and I thought that I could do this on my own. It wasn't until this past fall, at almost 20 pounds heavier than my original starting weight in 2011, that I really took charge of my health and decided that I needed to make this decision to stick with it, because that I knew that it worked. One of my friends joined Weight Watchers with me, a girl who had known me since early grade school and had watched me struggle with my weight loss, and who had reason now to join for herself. She hit goal earlier this year, and I am over the moon with excitement for her, but I've grown annoyed with myself because for the past 2 months, I have yo-yoed back between the same 2 pounds. Well, I know I should not complain because I'm down 43 pounds since the start of this program. But I am frustrated. I am working the program, I'm drinking my water, I gave up soda entirely, I've been extremely diligent with tracking. My husband and sons has been with me every week. He's responded to all of my worries and he's talked me down when I wanted to throw in the towel and eat something that would put the week into the negative. I've also shown her support, and please don't think this was a one-sided relationship. But all the people at my Weight Watchers meeting know my name, and they count on me to show up each week, just as I count on them to show up for me. We have such an amazing leader, an amazing group of people, that it's difficult for me not to get emotional about them, because I've heard the horror stories about unsupportive groups or groups that someone is unable to resonate with. While I will always accept advice in any capacity, I want to give myself a dose of my own advice and share these few things that I remind myself of when I'm doing this. Number one, you are worth it. You are beautiful. You have fat, but it does not define you. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself of how far you've come. Keep working the program, even when you don't see the success that you want. Focus. Get your own measuring cups again, get out your food scale, and take it back to the basics. Don't be too critical of yourself. Show up to your meeting. If you've gained, you've gained, whether you get on the scale or not, whether you own up to it or not. You never know when you will inspire someone else. Man, I'm so glad I found your show. I look forward to my drive to work and my lunch break walk every day. I appreciate you keeping me accountable. Ray, thank you so much for this amazing email. Your list is absolutely fantastic. The coolest thing about your list is that you took the time to draft it out. You took the time to understand that you are worth it. You are beautiful. It does not define you. The scale does not tell you anything about you. If you simply posted your weight, I wouldn't know anything about you. I wouldn't know all the amazing things that you've done in your life. You're down 43 pounds since the start of this program. You inspired someone else to join. You joined with a friend. You held an accountability partner back and forth. You got to the point where you understand the important part of this journey. The important part of this journey is taking care of you, finding someone that you can lean on, find someone that you can share your journey with, be part of the meeting room so that other people understand that this is possible. 43 pounds is significant. I suspect there is a hint of, the two of you working side by side, watching someone else hit goal. As awesome as that is to watch that happen, it does sometimes make us wonder, what did they do differently than what we did? And I want to caution you from doing that, because that's not how it works. And so I want you to live your own lane. I want you to stay in your lane. I want you to continue to be that amazing support partner that you are. But I want you to know that this journey is unique to you. It's impossible for two people to have the exact same journey. You would have to wake up at the exact same time, walk step for step, take breath for breath, eat food for food at the exact moment. That's the only way. And then, of course, you would have to have started at the exact same place as well. So it's absolutely impossible for two people to have the exact same journey side by side. So you have to ignore the fact that someone else's journey looks different than yours. We celebrate their independence. We're very proud of them. We're very happy for them. And we're equally happy for all the amazing work that we did and you did to get down 43 pounds. Frustration is there. And so I see time and time again people comment in and say, I'm frustrated and I won't quit. I refuse to quit. Bev just says it on Facebook. And so that is the key. But there's a difference between saying I'm frustrated, I refuse to quit, I won't quit, and actually continue doing the things that actually are working for you. Simply showing up is not going to get this done. Simply showing up is a very, very important aspect of this journey. But beyond showing up, you actually have to put in the work on top of it. That is what you're doing. That's what you did by writing this list out to yourself, is that you've taken the next step beyond showing up and you've developed an action plan. Your action plan now is what's going to drive you. And every single day, every single meal, every single opportunity, I want you to ask yourself, am I still worth it? Do I still feel beautiful? Do I feel like giving up? No, I just remind myself how far I've come and just keep working the program. Working the program means something different to you. Working the program means something different to everybody. Working the program is you opening up your app, looking it up, asking yourself, do I want this or do I want to make goal? Find all those things, get rid of the frustration, get rid of the critical, focus on all the amazing things that you've done in your life. That is what's going to carry you forward. That's where the success is. That's why the community here continues to cheer each other on, because we love watching as other people find their way, find their success. And what that does for us is that it's encouraging us to say, okay, more proof that this is actually doable. Boy, how valid is that? And we talked last night or yesterday on episode 210, we talked about in the after show is, how many people a day hit their goal. And so Lee did an amazing job doing the research. I don't have it in front of me, but roughly there's like 3,000 people every single day somewhere in the world who hit their goal weight. Yeah, that's just simply Weight Watcher people. So every single day, roughly 3,000 people. This is raw data from an old news story, but that number is at least close or maybe even higher. But the point is this is not impossible. That's the whole point of it, regardless of what the number is. The point is this is not impossible. What you are trying to do is totally doable. Go do it. Continue to work hard towards your goals, get it done, and let's celebrate. What is it that you're celebrating? Let's share it on the air. Go to fatdag.com, click on the WhysAdvice podcast link to send in your celebrations. Send in your comments or questions. I'll work them in as part of the show. You can email them in at onair@fatdag.com. I'll be glad to take your email and I'll work it in wherever I can. And as you know, said this time and time and time again, if you email in What that does, it tells me that you're doing everything you can to make you the priority and to get this done. We share that. Other people can relate to that. Other people completely change their lives because you're proud of what you're doing. They in tune see that and they want to be proud of what it is they are doing as well. Well, that's going to do it for this time. Remember that losing weight and getting healthy has nothing to do with luck. You have to remain disciplined and focused. Set your sights on your goal and go after it. I wish you good focus. Whoop, whoop. I wasn't even paying attention. Somewhere in the middle of all that, Instagram cut off at an hour, and we're at 66 minutes. So sorry, Instagram, but welcome back. I got you restarted right away. At least that was good. Yeah, 211 is in the books. Ellen says, when I don't want to walk, some days I walk anyways. That's exactly how it works. Dina, thank you. Thank you for that. Melanie says, you rock. Thank you. No, you rock. You rock. Let's see. I missed a couple here. Ellen says, I have a very old school tracking in a journal. Very cool. If that works for you, keep doing it. So, very fun. Diane, thank you for that. Neon Pink Heart says, did you get the Dave Ramsey job? Had a great conversation with the Dave Ramsey team. We'll leave it at that. No, nothing official, but it was just a great conversation. Who knows? Truly, no secrets. Who knows? I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. If that pans out, great. If it doesn't pan out, that's great as well. Judy says, can we vote on the color of the 2019 shirt? Sure. Red is the color. Yeah, me too. Neon Pink Heart. Me too. That would be the coolest thing ever. I said the conversation we had was incredible, and so just even I'm celebrating the fact that I even had that conversation. So Dave, if you're listening, it'd be kind of cool. I'd love to join your team, but no, there are no plans in the works. He's got an amazing company that he's doing amazing work with. And for a lot of this show is somewhat modeled after his show in that regard. So, it'd be kind of a cool thing, but that's not the focus. The focus is continuing taking care of us in the community. Whatever happens on top of that happens. So, looks like if we order another shirt in 2019, red is what Facebook is asking for. So who knows? Maybe I'm not certain we're going to do another shirt, but who knows? Again. You guys know me. I don't commit to anything, right? I'm very non-committal. I'm like, we'll see. I don't even tell you where I'm going to be until I'm like a week out. So it's fun. All right. On that note, let's go ahead. I got an early morning in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off early. Whatever that is. Judy says I have to do a shirt. Okay, fine. We will do a shirt. It'll be red. But early appointments in the morning. So thank you for that. Sorry for that. But on that note, let's go ahead and wrap this up as well. So, whew. All right, Instagram. Thank you. Sorry for the reboot, but thank you for coming back. Appreciate all that you've done. You know the deal. Go get this done. Wishing you great focus. Good night. Let's see. Jessica, was that you? Yep. So Jessica, sorry, I missed your comment earlier. Do you want us to send cards or wait till you ask for them? So the next Operation Fat Dag talk will be in, best I know, it's in October. So I will certainly let you know when to send more, but you could always send them in. I will always, we store them in a little box over there. They come in, here's one I got actually today. My wife puts them in my inbox. So I got this one today. Woohoo! So that one came in today, and so it goes in my inbox, and then so I'll open it tomorrow, and then I will, we'll keep them. So you certainly could mail them in anytime. So, Woo, the address is on, if you go to operationfatdag.org, that's where the website is. So very, very fun. So, all right, YouTube, thank you for being here. Thanks for being an amazing support. Thanks for walking with me. Thanks for helping us get it done. Wish you good focus and good night.